From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Roz and Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, it's Roz and Mocha. Who's this?
Hi, it's Renata.
Hi, Renata. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. What can we do for you?
Today my son is turning 10, my son Pedro.
Uh-huh.
And he's a big fan, and he would like to introduce the news.
Hey, all right. Yo, put Pedro on the phone.
Hey, Pedro, come. Hi, Mocha.
Yo, Pedro, happy birthday, dog.
Thank you.
All right, so you want to introduce the news. You know how this goes down?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you been practicing?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, here we
Wait,
go.
are there two kids there?
Yes.
Okay, who's the other kid?
Julia.
Okay, so it's Pedro and Julia.
Yes.
And you're both going to yell it?
Yeah.
How old are you, Julia?
8.
8. Oh, man. Okay,
This is
here
not
we
going to
go.
be a disaster.
Okay.
Anytime you guys are ready, go ahead.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do the news.
Hey, happy birthday, Pedro.
Thank you. They've been practicing a lot.
Love it. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Thank you so much. You too. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Fire Aid was last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The big concert for Los Angeles. Started at 9 o'clock Eastern. What time did it finish?
It finished. I woke up late for work.
Yeah.
I was in the car watching on my phone through Apple.
Yeah.
While driving?
I was listening on my phone while driving
Yeah.
at 3:45 this morning when Lady Gaga closed out the show.
So we did a lot of talking about this, right? It was the biggest thing. It was unavoidable. Like, that's what we kept saying. It was unavoidable. Anywhere that you stream anything, it was going to have this concert.
Everywhere.
You know, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, damn.
Oh, you forgot?
Completely forgot.
Bro, you didn't have like Netflix on last night?
Not 1 second of it. Yeah, I watched that Will Ferrell, Reese Witherspoon movie.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's funny. I like when Will Ferrell swears. Right,
Oh,
I
so
like
do
a
I.
sweary Will
Yeah.
Ferrell movie. So he says MF in this. Like,
yeah?
it's really good.
Yeah, man.
So the concert last night, Billy Crystal, who lost his home that he had been in since I think like 1975 or something like that, came out, opened up the show, and you'll hear a little bit of this. And then when he talks about going back to where his house was, and there was just rubble there, and the only thing that he found was a rock that they had in the backyard that just had the word laughter written on it, and
wow.
that was left. And he brought that out on stage with him. Here's Billy Crystal.
Hello, LA, and everybody watching around the world watching us. Welcome to Fire Aid. We are gathered here at the Kia Forum. Our goal is simple tonight, to raise more money than the Dodgers spent on free agents. You will be hearing from a number of people who were tragically affected by these fires, and I am one of them. I stepped onto the grounds and I fell to my knees and I wailed. I had not cried like that since I was 15 years old, and I was told that my father had just died. This was the only thing that was left. I felt there was a message from that 15-year-old me saying, it's going to be okay, and it will be okay.
And I don't know how much money they raised, but LA Clippers owner, I know this, Steve Ballmer and his wife Connie, they pledged to match all the donations that were brought in during the live broadcast.
No.
Which is a lot of money. So I don't know what that total's going to be, but whatever it is, Steve Ballmer's going to match it dollar for dollar.
They raised like $60 million leading into it.
That was just leading into it,
Yeah,
right?
it's
So
like
whatever
ticket sales and sponsorship money.
I have a stupid question.
Yes.
So this is for obviously raising money for the people of LA.
Yes.
To help rebuild or recoup whatever they could.
Right.
Does that also include celebrities? Like, could celebrities apply to
I don't think so.
get some of this money?
I don't think they're getting money.
Like Billy Crystal, for example, his house destroyed.
Right.
Does he?
But I don't know. Like, I think it goes to, I haven't looked through deeply enough to see what the organizations are where the money goes to and how it's going to be distributed. But they have to rebuild communities, right?
Yeah,
And they have to help the people that actually have no money to rebuild. And so I think a lot of this is going to, it might go to relief until there is time to rebuild. Like, I'm not 100% sure, but they did raise a ton of money. Jelly Roll on stage with Travis Barker. Do you know who Bob Seger is, Mocha? You don't know who Bob Seger is?
No.
Okay.
In the Silver Bullet Band.
Famous old singer. Anyway, he's got a couple big hits. This is Jelly Roll doing one of Bob Seger's songs called Hollywood Nights.
He was a Midwestern boy on his own. She looked at him with those soft eyes so innocent and blue. He knew right then he was too far from home. Oh, yes, I am, baby!
I love you, Jelly.
Right? Sounds so good all the time.
That's my guy right there.
And Travis Barker was playing drums for that. A lot of people, it was really great from what I've seen. A lot of people did like covers of classic tracks from bands from Los Angeles and everything else. No Doubt reunited once again on stage.
Los Angeles!
Yeah.
Sounds good. That sounds good. Oh, remember this?
I love this song. So good. I'm glad they got back together.
Yeah, it was so good. I know. I'm happy. I'm happy they got back together. Lady Gaga closed out the show with a song that she wrote with her fiance just for this show. It was like a one night only kind of thing. This was All I Need Is Time.
Come on, listen to the words I say. I love you, baby, babe. I love you, baby, baby. You've been putting up.
She looked great, man. She wasn't like in, the not outlandish, but you know how she always puts on like the crazy makeup?
Yeah.
It's normal. She's wearing all black hat, black jacket, black pants. She looked great.
She did Shallow too, right? I love that song.
That's a legendary song.
What do you think of this, everybody?
So good.
It's very Lady
You like it,
Gaga,
Maury?
which I like, yeah.
What's that, Maury?
I think this is fantastic.
You like this?
Oh my God, I
Yeah?
love when she sings a song like a true song. You know what I mean? It doesn't go all weird. I love this about her.
Yeah. That's good.
Shum out here hating. Yo, they're trying to raise money, dog.
Yeah.
I think it's fine for this. I wouldn't put it on an album.
So she's going to be performing for the SNL 50 thing. I wonder if she'll do this song
She's
again.
not gonna. I know. She said it was one night only. She says tonight only. I think we're ever going to hear that song again. Shem, you'd be happy if we never heard that song again. We don't have time to do anything else. I'm sorry, everybody.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
The Weeknd finally dropped his Hurry Up Tomorrow album. It is 22 tracks, 90 minutes long. Some of the features on it, Lana Del Rey, Travis Scott, Future, Florence and the Machine, Giorgio Moroder. Moroder, is that how you say that name? Playboy Cardi's on there.
I already listened to the whole thing.
So the album will be followed in May by a film of the same name starring The Weeknd and Jenna Ortega and Barry Keoghan. So your thoughts on it, Mocha? You've heard it all?
The album plays pretty much like a mixtape where all the songs blend one right after the other. There's zero break. It's curated perfectly. I think it's curated for a concert as well.
Mm-hmm.
The way things flow. If you've ever been to a Weeknd concert, that's kind of his style.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good. And
you
if
like it?
if I may, who said that?
I just said,
Why? You don't like it, Shem?
It's okay. I've heard this style of Weeknd better from him.
Interesting.
No, go listen to the album again.
Okay.
It's good. It's really good. If
Give me a
I may,
taste. Give me a taste.
take
Give me a
24
taste.
seconds to play for you a complete version of the entire album.
One last time, I just forget. Oh yeah, I fill up the sky. Crazy, it's forever for you. Oh, try me. I bring things so slow when I was so done with it. Oh yeah, no.
Fire, right, guys? Fire.
Sounds like everything else he's done.
Trust me, Maria, listen to the album. You're going to love it.
No, I've started listening to it. It's just, I like his music, don't get me wrong. Like, I do love his stuff, but it also just sounds like everything he's ever done. It's nothing revolutionary in my eyes.
Sounds like The Weeknd.
I love it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Will Smith is back with new music. So it's Beautiful Scars is the name of the song, and the video is the Will Smith in the Matrix, right? Because Will Smith, and I'll play you the intro for the video where they explain it and they actually work it into the kind of like creative of the video, which historically, the great thing that Will Smith did was the disaster of turning down the role of Neo in the Matrix to go and do Wild Wild West, right? Which was a complete bomb, and then the Matrix turns out to be this giant thing. So here's the intro of the video.
I did turn down Neo in the Matrix. I'm not proud of it.
Hello, Will.
Good to see you, Sean.
Look, you've made some awesome career choices your whole life. There's only one you truly regret. Well, maybe two, but we're not going to focus on that one.
Oh, damn.
That's messed up.
So I'm going to give you a choice. The blue pill, everything remains the same and you get to move on with your life.
Got it.
Red pill, you get to go back and star in that movie that got away. Wow. The choice is yours.
So then the video starts, and it's Will Smith as Neo in the Matrix. Do you want to hear some of the song?
Yeah. Oh my God, he doesn't find out.
I don't know.
Fly as an eagle, fresh out of Philly. Yeah, I still rep the city. Mirrors on the wall, worth $500 million. Cause I'm an icon, somebody you could base your life on. That you should place your sights on. Shot on Canons and Nikons. Turn the cameras and lights on. I've been about the action, master actor. I still rap, feel like Mike when they turn the mic on. It's the beautiful scars, yeah. It's the beautiful flaws, yeah.
Take the blue pill, bro.
Move along.
Yeah.
Move along.
Yeah. He tried.
You know what's sad is that he's been trying. This is like the third or fourth track he's released.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's Brazilian. He keeps going.
But he's never been, like, Will Smith has never been a good rapper.
Did you say step up to the mic and call me Mike?
Yes.
Like, what was that?
Worth $500 million.
Wow, poor guy. I feel bad. Just
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to play this clip of Dr. Dre finally weighing in publicly with Drake and Kendrick. So it's interesting because Dre is sort of like above everything, right? Mm-hmm. Like he's just...
one of the ghosts.
He floats above it all, kind of thing. So, like, Drake doesn't have to say anything, but he did because. So, what was the song where Drake took shots at Kendrick's family?
Oh, one of them was Family Matters.
I heard that one of them little kids might be day free.
Might be dairy free?
No.
Don't make it day free. Cause if your
wow. Is your one of his kids is dairy free?
Kind of sounds like that, to be honest.
No, not dairy free. Dave free. So what Drake is implying in this line is that he heard that one of Kendrick's kids was actually fathered by Kendrick's manager, Dave Free.
Oh, play that again, because I swear to God, he says, I heard one of your kids is dairy free.
No, how is that
a diss?
How is that a diss, bro?
This is what I'm saying. I didn't know why everybody got so pissed off about it.
That's like a nice thing. You heard like one of my kids dairy free. That's so nice. They should be nice about it.
I heard that one of them little kids might be dairy free.
Oh, yeah.
You'll never unhear it.
Yeah, hold on.
I heard that one of them little kids might be day free.
Right? Like, I don't know. I didn't know why everybody got so pissed off.
Yeah.
Okay, but now I understand.
Don't give them yogurt. You better not hook them up with the yo play.
Right? It's dangerous.
It's gonna be hurting up their tummy.
Yeah, right? Cheese. Like, I feel bad for the kid. Anyway, so here's Dr. Dre talking about whether or not Drake crossed the line.
And I'm going to say this on camera, and I don't want to get negative. Mm-hmm. You know, my whole is about being positive and moving forward and all that shit. But the fact that I heard Drake say something negative about Kendrick's wife and his kids, that made me say, adios.
Yeah, but Dre, like, what about the fact that Kendrick is accusing Drake of being a pedophile?
There's that.
Like, You got nothing to say about that?
Also,
Like Dre, and also Dr. Dre showed up at the Kendrick concert, the pop out that aired on Amazon.
He's also not the right messenger for this. Just gonna say
no, but he can pick a side.
Oh,
totally can pick a side.
Listen, they're all foul, right?
Totally.
They've all crossed lines.
Yes.
And now it's just about who's picking sides,
That's
right?
it.
Nobody's saying one of the guys is better, but they have their own sort of code.
But this is
right?
another instance, as Shem and I have discussed behind the scenes, of the entire music industry turning their back on Drake.
Yeah.
And another person who is, treated as one of the GOATs in music and pop culture, Dr. Dre, turning his back on Drake and being another guy added to the list of people who are trying to take Drake out of the industry.
And let's not forget about that poor kid who's dairy-free, right? The lactose intolerant kid. Taking strays and all of this.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Controversy with Groundhog Day yesterday.
I feel like you've said that before.
It's always interesting when they disagree. So Punxsutawney Phil, probably the most famous groundhog yesterday down in Pennsylvania.
Is that Gobbler?
Gobbler's Knob? Yep. So here's Phil from yesterday.
Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in groundhogese, directed the president to the proper scroll, which reads, "It's Groundhog Day, and maybe life is on a loop, but I miss my burrow. I miss my coop.
Get to it, man.
So I'm headed back down. There's a shadow up here. Get ready for 6 more weeks of winter this year."
Who's cheering for that?
Bro,
what are they going to say? 2 more weeks?
Here's Wyerton Willie.
Willie did not see his shadow. We will have an early spring.
Yo, big up, Willie.
So Willie was I think Willie was the only one.
We like Willie.
Fred, 6 more weeks. Sam, 6 more weeks.
Who the hell's Fred?
Lucy the lobster out east, 6 more weeks.
Wait, how do you do the lobster thing?
They just do it.
Out of the ground? What are they?
They yank him out of the cage in the sea. I don't know. Same
Do
thing.
lobsters?
You're fine. You're fine with the groundhog, and you're questioning the lobster.
But how do they
Just
check
don't.
if there's a shadow
I
with
don't know.
the lobster? They put it in the
you know
water
what?
and hope for the sun
Take
to hit it?
Take it up with them. I have no idea.
I'm confused.
I do not want to become an expert in this.
So hold
at
on.
all.
So what's happening then?
I don't
getting
know.
early
I don't
spring?
know. I have no idea. I don't know.
We're just gonna go with
don't
what
know.
whatever this guy's name is.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Lady Gaga, I guess it was during a commercial break last night during the Grammys, debuted a new song. It's called Abracadabra. Let me know what you think of this.
Pay the toll to the angels, drawing circles in the clouds. Keep your mind on the distance when the devil turns around. Hold me in your heart tonight.
Yeah. It's the Gaga we've been missing, man.
It's terrible.
Yeah, yo, it's classic Gaga, man.
I don't know.
This all makes a little bit of EDM and pop. I love it.
Yeah, this is her lane, man. This is the Gaga I need right now.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I'm alone on this, huh?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, damn it, Maury.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have my claws back.
Everybody likes
What does that even mean?
Because monsters, put your claws
Yeah,
out.
put your claws
right.
out. Come on, Mocha.
Sorry. Duh.
Okay, so I guess everybody likes that.
Yeah.
The video is epic.
Yeah.
What makes it epic?
Oh, Gaga's back with that fashion.
Fashion. Let me hear that Gaga song again. Maybe it'll turn on me.
Pay the toll to the angels, drawing circles in the clouds. Keep your mind on the distance.
Anything else?
Still not feeling it.
Really?
No.
Does it make you want to dance?
No.
I feel like because we've always, like lately, we've been getting kind of down tempo, slow down Gaga.
I get what you're saying. Like, I
Right?
get, like,
it's refreshing to hear Gaga in this
But also, I feel like
100%. I just don't think it's a good song.
But really, even with
the
the music
genre's
nowadays,
fine.
everyone kind of like talk sings or like baby sings, where like this is just like actually good vocals with a good track, you know?
Yeah, it's a good song, man. I like it, man.
I like the genre. I just don't think it's a good song.
Roz,
Yeah.
imagine a drink in your hand and you're not wearing a shirt and you're at a club. Now, do you like it?
No, because I would never. No.
Bro, you would never do that.
No. I mean, I've done that a million times, but I wouldn't do that to this. I like. Don't get me wrong. I love Gaga. I'm happy she's back in the genre. I just don't think it's a strong song.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to grow on you, Roz.
No, it won't. It won't.
Always wanted to say that
don't
to you.
look me in the eyes and say anything's going to grow on me, okay?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jelly Roll's back, weighing a whole lot less.
Love it.
So if you remember last year, Jelly did a thing with Bert Kirchner, the comic, where they were doing like a walk and he was going on this big health kick, everything else. Well, Jelly is back with a huge update.
Right around a year ago, around this time, I went on the Nelk podcast. I was tired of being overweight. I was tired of hurting. And I made an announcement that I was going to try to walk my first 5K with one of my best friends, Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura. I was over 500 pounds. Ooh. I did it, y'all. And it was one of the most gratifying experiences. The man you see a year later is 120-something, 130-something pounds lower. And guess what I'm doing right now? I'm training for the next 5K, baby, and I want y'all to do it with me.
May 4th, Two Bears 5K, me, Jelly, Tom Segura, and a lot of other special guests.
We're going to do this together. Ain't that right, Bert?
Ah, amazing.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Beyonce announced her tour. Not all the dates, obviously, but here's what you got so far for the Cowboy Carter tour. Okay. You got Los Angeles, you got Chicago, New York, Houston, Washington, D.C., Las Vegas, Atlanta, Paris, France, and London, England. I guess they'll be
Where's
filling
Canada?
out. I don't know. I mean, she only announced like 10 dates or something like that.
But I already saved a cowboy hat on my Amazon for this.
Yeah, it'll fill out. It'll fill. You think Beyonce's only going to do this? Hell no. This is going to be a monster. Beyonce last night at the Grammy Awards, absolute monster. First of all, taking Best Country Album for Cowboy Carter.
I'd like to thank all of the incredible country artists that accepted this album. We worked so hard on it. I think sometimes genre is a code word to keep us in our place as artists. And I just want to encourage people to do what they're passionate about. And to stay persistent. Wow. I'd like to thank my beautiful family, all of the artists that were collaborators. Thank you. This wouldn't have been this album without you. I'd like to thank God again and my fans, and I still am in shock. So thank you so much for this honor.
And for the very first time ever, Beyonce also for Cowboy Carter winning Album of the Year.
I'd like to thank and acknowledge and praise all of the firefighters for keeping us safe. I just feel very full and very honored. It's been many, many years. And I just want to thank the Grammys, every songwriter, every collaborator, every producer, all of the hard work. I want to dedicate this to Miss Martell, and I hope we just keep pushing forward, opening doors. God bless y'all. Thank you so much.
And
thank you.
Not that there's like a huge amount of backlash. You always get that after like Taylor doesn't win or Billie Eilish doesn't win. Their fans come out. But people were pointing to Jay-Z last year calling out the Grammys for not giving Beyonce album of the year, and whether
and then all of a sudden,
and whether that had anything to do with it. So it kind of sucks that the negative part of the story was from her own husband. You know,
it also feels like a little bit of like a, well, we didn't give it to you before, so here's your Grammy now. You know, it reminds me of when Leonardo DiCaprio won for The Revenant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he had all those other movies that people thought he should have won for, kind of thing. So,
does it shock you though that Cowboy Carter won Album of the Year?
Up against those albums?
Yeah, it does,
I'm
eh?
not surprised it won country album.
Yeah.
Not at all. But album of the year? I'm surprised. Yeah.
Here's Beyonce backstage with E.T.'s Kevin Frazier.
You saw the reaction out there. What does this mean to you?
It's very surreal, and it's been 25 years of just working really hard and trying my best to keep growing and keep opening up doors. So I was just very honored, very honored.
Congratulations, and take this
Happy
as
that
well.
my daughter got to see that.
You know, it was great that she was there with you, and you took her up on stage. She's so grown though now. She is so great.
Taller than me, I don't like it at all.
That's me. I mean,
So happy that she was here, and Rumi, who's on the album, my youngest daughter, she was watching. I forgot to thank her, so I get to thank her now. Thank you, Rumi.
and can I also say you did so much for so many country artists like Rhiannon Giddens and other folks who you hear them talk about. I saw her cry on CBS talking about the opportunity, that banjo lick and how it changed everything. How important was that?
Well, the banjo has a deep history, and I just feel honored to reintroduce some of that history that I think has been lost, and very, very honored that I got the response and the open heart, and people welcomed the album. The love I got from the country community tonight really made me feel so seen, and I'm very grateful.
There you go. Right? Happy about that?
Nothing wrong with that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Donald Trump tariffs are supposed to hit tomorrow. Over the weekend, I want to play you this.
Tariff weekend, y'all. Tariff weekend.
Don't, man.
One step closer to being the 51st state.
God, Catherine hates when you do that stuff.
Why?
Dude, she just hates
I'm going to get her on board.
No,
don't
okay.
worry.
Okay.
It's going to be better. It's going to be easier.
I got to play you this. Look at us booing the American national anthem. This is from the Raptors game over the weekend.
8-year-old Kyra Daniel.
I'll play, here's a little bit from the Canucks Red Wings game.
Guys.
Can I tell you really
Do
quick?
that.
I feel two reasons why you shouldn't do that. Number one, I feel bad for the person singing.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not their fault.
No.
They're just trying to go out there and do their best performance, and everyone's getting booed.
And number two, how are you going to be disrespectful like that when that's going to be our song soon?
Or the fact that people call Canadians nice.
So
patriotic. Thank you.
The tariffs are coming, and listen.
Yes, yes,
okay,
they are.
I understand, but you want to boo something though, like just boo the people. To tell them to put Parliament back in session, get this figured out, sort out the border,
Sort it
stop
out.
giving ISIS members citizenship. Go hard on crime, deal with the organized crime in this country. That's all. It's like, if you want to boo that. That's what we need to do. I also love, for the good people out in Alberta, I love just how fast in this country dirty Alberta oil quickly became precious Canadian energy. I love how fast that happened. It was lightning speed. But anyway, the tariffs are coming tomorrow. 25% from Canada, 25% from Mexico, and 10% from China. Apparently, Trudeau and Trump are going to talk today. Maybe this is the beginning of the negotiation, because that's all he really wants is he just wants to renegotiate the trade deal. So maybe this is part of it, but I don't know, because Trudeau said that he's like resigning and we have no government right now, and the whole thing is just a giant mess. But however, that said, the booze industry in the U.S. will take a giant hit, because a lot of the premiers in Canada are going specifically against red states' exports into Canada, and booze is a huge part of that. Ontario, Quebec, and BC are among the provinces that are pulling U.S. booze from the shelves. LCBO sells $965 million worth of American alcohol a year. That is with more than 3,600 U.S. products available. Manitoba announced yesterday that they've issued a directive to the MBLL to stop selling sale of American products in Manitoba as well. So I don't know if...
Can I go get me my Kentucky bourbon today?
I guess.
My California Reds?
Right. I guess. I don't know. But so
You know when-
and the Buy Canadian signs have been popping up everywhere already. So I don't know how this does not end not for a disaster for Canada. Like there's no winning in this. There is no winning in this.
You know how we win?
How?
By becoming the 51st state.
God.
Lift them borders. USA! USA!
Stop it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Bianca Censori's outfit from the Grammys is still making a ton of news.
Why?
And a lot of people were calling for her to be arrested for indecent exposure, especially after everybody was posting that pic of that kid peeking his head out from behind the wall on the red carpet to take a look. Listen, what are you going to do? However, the LAPD Los Angeles District Attorney's Office have revealed that they have not received any word on Bianca incurring any sort of legal consequences. The two offices said that they have not heard anything about anyone reporting anything that she would get in trouble for. They said that the Grammys was a private event. She was invited, and nobody has contacted police with any formal complaints. Also important to note that neither the Grammys, AEG, or the Recording Academy have received any formal complaints about her outfit as well.
Oh, yeah.
Jaden Smith's outfit, however, I don't know if you saw.
So embarrassing.
He had the black suit on with like the castle, the foam castle on top of his head with like his face poking out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Super ridiculous. And now, I don't know if you've seen the memes where people are replacing that castle with everything, with other things.
No.
Oh,
Like what other things?
Like the guy on the bed.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
R.I.P. King.
Oh yeah!
Wow. And it looked homemade, right? It looked nice. Like it looked like it was put together. You couldn't see the glue or anything like that, right? But apparently, it's a piece of wearable art from a designer called Abodi, and that wearable castle with the face hole actually costs $4,600.
What?
Yeah. Come on now.
That ain't it, man.
So embarrassing.
Apparently, Diddy was hospitalized in New York for knee pain. I'm just going to leave that there.
Oh.
Lord have mercy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sandra Bullock has issued a rare public statement regarding her concerns for people pretending to be her on social media. What? So, you know how Brad Pitt, that woman got swindled at a $355,000?
Who does Sandra Bullock scam now?
Because Brad Pitt was apparently in a hospital and he needed money, and this woman like divorced her husband and everything because she thought she was going to marry Brad Pitt. So here's how this swindle is working. So Sandra Bullock's younger sister, Jazine, revealed that tons of people were actually pretending to be her on Facebook to get to
the sister.
Sandra. So she wrote, I spend multiple times a day reporting fakes, dealing with weird and scary emails to my business and home from men who believe that through one of these fake me's on social media, they have a relationship with my sister through private messages and off-app sites that have been giving thousands of dollars to an incredibly famous and successful grown-ass woman. She went on to say, when I report, I also report to a security service that gives the account addresses directly to Meta employees. Sandra Bullock has now made a statement, which you never hear from Sandra Bullock at all with stuff like this. She says, my family's safety as well as the innocent people being taken advantage of is my deep concern. And there will be a time when I will comment more. But for now, our focus is helping law enforcement handle this matter. She goes on to say, please be aware that I do not participate in any form of social media. Any accounts pretending to be me or anyone else associated with me are fake accounts and have been created for financial gain or to exploit the people around me. So people out there pretending to be Sandra Bullock now.
Imagine, like, she got to spend her day doing this.
Yeah, I know.
She could be doing anything else in the world. And this is what she
Anything
got to
else.
spend her time
Yes, because
dealing with this nonsense.
Jabronis are out there pretending to be her.
What's her sister's name?
Jazine, Gesine. I don't know how you say that.
That's like the name that
John Travolta.
John Travolta Nadim Zazel.
Yeah, like I don't know how you as parents give one kid Sandra and the other one Jazine.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's weird to me. Like
If
normally,
I was Sandra Bullock, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, like
yo, you give her a bomb ass name, and then I'm left with no offense to any Sandras out
but
there.
growing up, I would have to think that if you were a Jazine, you'd be like, why don't you just name me Barbara?
How do you spell it?
Gesine. I don't know how you say that.
Gesine.
Jazine.
Yeah. G sign.
Jacine.
Right?
Yeah.
And then here's Sandra.
Because I guess it's not her birth sister.
Oh, it's not?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
Why don't you say that from the beginning?
Right. Is that why your brothers got
Daniel and Kyle?
Daniel and Kyle, and you got Maury?
Samuel.
Yeah, Maury Samuel.
Maury. That's such a formal old guy name, huh?
Yeah, big time. That's what we said. We said on the podcast. You're like the weird uncle of the family. Meanwhile, you're the older brother.
Honestly, Maury Samuel sounds like the guy who founded the company. Doesn't matter what company. Sounds like the guy who founded the company.
Yeah. What's the founder of that company?
Maury Samuel.
Oh.
Right.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Media Day started happening at the Super Bowl. Everybody's in town. Travis Kelce wearing like a gold tracksuit. I don't know if you saw that.
Do it, man. Whatever.
You look comfy. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that. So here's Travis talking about the sort of matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and, once again, the Philadelphia Eagles.
This is going to be our biggest test yet. They got a lot of great players, but the biggest thing is they play great together. You can see their communication. You can see the accountability that they have, especially in the secondary. It's not going to make my job any easier.
I wonder if his brother Jason will be on the sidelines with the Eagles, his former team.
Oh, God, no.
Or will he be like in a box somewhere cheering for his brother?
100%. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And then a lot of fans still want to know, they think that when is he going to retire? How much more does he have in him? How many more seasons can he go?
Like
What's he going to do?
right?
No, I think he's like 20-something, isn't he?
20-something? Yo, that
Isn't he?
guy.
But hey, listen, man, football players don't last long. But here's Travis Kelce on the possible life after football.
Where will I be in 3 years? Oh, man, I don't know. Hopefully still playing football. I love doing this. I love coming into work every day, and I feel like I still got a lot of good football left in me, but we'll see what happens. I know I've been setting myself up for other opportunities in my life, and that's always been the goal, knowing that football only lasts for so long. You got to find a way to get into another career, into another, profession, and I've been doing that in my off seasons, but for the most part, I plan on being a Kansas City Chief and playing football.
Okay, so Travis Kelce's 35 years old.
Yeah, he's 35.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I gotcha.
I think he's got more.
I think he's going to retire after this season.
You think so?
If they win, I think he does.
I think if they win, I think he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And if they don't, you think he's going to just keep chasing that one more ring?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think that he'll do one more season if they don't win, but I think that he will. His brother did it a couple of years ago. It's real difficult. I think that he'll do it after.
Maybe.
Listen,
they're making moves. They're making dollars with that podcast.
Do you think he's going to propose to Taylor Swift?
And then Taylor's like, "Oh, you're always here now."
Does she have something to do?
God, used to be gone like a lot of days out of the week.
Go record 3 podcasts so we can settle one.
You're always here.
Why do you think Jason Kelce's wife got her own podcast?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He was always at home.
Yeah.
The other 6 days of the week, bugging her.
I know.
And she's like, guess what? I'm getting my own podcast.
I told Catherine I was thinking about retiring, and she.
Wait, what?
I'm joking.
Hey, yo, man.
She spit her tea out. She doesn't want me home either. Nobody wants to know. She would like. Please.
You guys wouldn't want, not that I'm saying that you should, but you really wouldn't want to retire? Not now, but like.
Me? That's all I think about. No, not in a bad way.
Bro.
Not in a bad way.
Everybody thinks about the day they're going to retire a little bit, right?
Yeah. I think
like,
you do.
Is that day close?
No, it's not close.
He would wait till my condo was paid
I
off.
did not promise that at all.
What?
First of all, you think I'm doing the show for another 35 years, Maury?
Bro. All you're doing is paying interest on that mortgage.
Your mortgage is none of my business.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know. Listen, that's a you problem right there, homie. Not a me problem.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thousands of people have fled the Greek island of Santorini as hundreds of earthquakes continue to shake the massive tourist destination. More than 6,000 residents have left in recent days, with hundreds of people carrying their belongings to the port of the island to wait for a ferry to take them over to Athens. A tremor with a magnitude of 4.8 was recorded earlier today, just shy of the 4.9 that was recorded over the weekend, which was the strongest so far. Over the past 3 days, 550 tremors with a magnitude of 3.0 have rocked the area between Santorini and the nearby islands. Right now, the place is dead. There's only like 20,000 people that are permanent residents on the island. And then I think they get like 3.5 million tourists a year. So there's not a lot of people that actually live there. And they're saying that right now the place is just emptied. Like the whole island is empty. That's sad. Right?
Yeah.
Have you been there, Maria?
I haven't, but I have been in Greece when there was an earthquake, and it was really scary. Yeah, the whole place was just shaking. But it's a very small island, and I hope that nothing happens to it, honestly. Yeah.
Well, especially because when you start looking at there's parts of Greece and then a couple other European countries too, where you look at the way everything's built, right? Like everything is on a cliff.
Or a mountain.
Like everything is on a mountain. Like houses just hang over top of other houses. And then you're like, oh yeah, they get earthquakes. And you're like, oh my God. Like the absolute devastation, right?
Yeah.
Terrifying. It's terrifying. So I hope everybody there is safe.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So today was supposed to be the day that the tariffs kicked in, but Trudeau got on the phone with Trump. They hammered out some sort of deal to pause them for 30 days, as long as Canada appoints a fentanyl czar. And I guess they're going to create some sort of new U.S.
Fentanyl
Canada.
czar, they'd use that word czar?
Yeah. They love a czar. Everybody loves a czar.
Fentanyl, not leader, because then that would make it seem like you were
I know.
king of fentanyl users. Okay, you know
it's
what?
hard. Yeah.
Czar.
Czar. Yeah, I don't know where to go after czar. And then I guess establish some sort of U.S. Canada joint task force to combat organized crime, which Canada desperately needs.
Fentanyl task force.
No. It's a fentanyl czar. So it's one individual who's going to be in charge of, I guess, doing all the fentanyl so nobody can ship it, right?
Oh, okay.
Isn't that what they do? You got to find the ultimate fentanyl user.
Okay.
Isn't that what the position is? I don't know.
I got you.
In the East, it's really been Doug Ford, who he's been all over the U.S. networks in the West, Danielle Smith. Doug Ford yesterday, because he was yanking all the American booze off the shelves, everybody working overtime, and now they got to put it all back. So here's Doug Ford talking about how he feels about the 30-day pause on the tariffs.
You've previously voiced support or admiration, I suppose, for Donald Trump. Do you still consider yourself a Trump supporter?
Absolutely not.
Can you expand on that?
It's just so disappointing. I'm sure there's millions of Canadians that thought, okay, this might be a good change down in the U.S. It's been a disaster. I'd never support that guy in my entire life. What a he goes up and just stabs you right in the heart. Forget that. We're supposed to be his closest ally, his closest friend. It's terrible what he's trying to, unprovoked, by the way. We aren't the bad guys. Maybe other countries, maybe China, maybe Mexico. You slap China on the wrist, 10% and hurting us? Absolutely not. Never support that guy again, ever.
This is the end
Not
of...
that I had the right to support him anyways, because I'm not a U.S. citizen, so...
He just sounds like a sour ex.
He's so hurt.
Right?
He goes up and just stabs you right in the heart.
Dougie.
He yanked out the knife.
He goes up and just stabs you right in the heart.
Up in his feelings.
He also, Doug, yesterday said that he was like, I'm ripping up that deal because they had a $100 million deal with Starlink to bring internet to remote locations in Ontario. And he's like, I'm tearing up that deal. And then they did this, and he was like, deal's back on.
He goes up and just stabs you right in the heart.
Anyway,
Oh, man.
you should saw Catherine the other night got one of those robo-texts from the Doug Ford campaign.
Oh,
Being like, hey, can we count on your support? I've never heard her string profanity together the way she did when she got that text. Oh, she was not happy. One, it was from Doug Ford, but two, like, how did they get her number? Like, all this other stuff. It was great. Yeah.
I haven't got one of those texts yet.
You haven't?
No.
No, yeah, those things are infuriating. If they come from somebody, it's so invasive, right? If it comes from
Do they
somebody,
reply to you?
especially, No,
Like
I
if
think
you-
they
if
just
I-
want to know if you're going to vote or not vote or
Like
anything
if I
like
reply,
that.
new phone, who does?
Yeah, they won't. I don't think they'll reply. But it's so invasive, especially when it comes from somebody that you don't support. Like just to have that on your phone in the evening, like you're sitting around watching Netflix, and then somebody,
Now we know how Doug Ford feels.
You know, he goes up and just stabs you right in the heart.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Gotta talk about the spectacular implosion of Carla Sofia Gascon and her Oscar campaign for Best Actress in Emilia Perez. So Emilia Perez Netflix movie.
Okay.
So going into the Oscars, Emilia Perez has been the front runner with 13 nominations, including Best Actress for Carla, where she became the first trans actress ever to be nominated.
What's
The
her
film Carla with a K.
Oh, okay.
The film also stars, this is the one with Zoe Saldana and Selena Gomez.
Yes.
Right? So from the Golden Globes.
Okay.
So the whole campaign is now in flames after an archive of Carla's past racist and homophobic tweets came out, insulting blacks, Muslim, Jews. She's also fat-shamed Adele at some point back in 2020 when Adele lost weight, and then Carla was going off on her arms. And in 2022, Carla tweeted about Selena Gomez, who again is her co-star in this movie, saying she's a rich brat who plays the poor bastard whenever she can and will never stop bothering her ex-boyfriend and his wife. Other problematic tweets range from everything from George Floyd to the Academy Awards being too diverse to Muslims in Europe. While watching the 2021 Oscars, Carla tweeted, "More and more the Oscars are looking like a ceremony for independent and protest films. I don't know if I'm watching an Afro-Korean festival or a Black Lives Matter demonstration." First of all, I don't know what an Afro-Korean festival is, but to me it sounds like the food and music would be fire.
Yes.
100%.
Totally agree.
Zoe Saldana is now distancing herself from this during a Q&A the other day. Zoe Saldana said, "I'm still processing everything that has transpired in the last couple of days, and I'm sad. It makes me really sad because I don't support it, and I don't have any tolerance for any negative rhetoric towards people of any group." So, like, Netflix changed the box cover on the movie already.
To not include her?
Yeah, I think they put like Zoe Saldana or Selena Gomez in the box cover. They've taken Carla's picture right off it. And then she did offer some sort of apology, but within that apology, she did the "I have a Muslim friend," right?
Oh, no.
It was
Can't do that.
It was one of those. But it's a spectacular downfall.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play you a clip of the new Fantastic Four trailer that just dropped.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock.
The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means. And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
I cannot wait for this
Yeah.
movie. July 25th. The trailer just dropped like 30 minutes ago.
You're pumped, huh?
If you are excited about Fantastic Four, bro, this takes place in the 60s. It's classic.
What is the rock guy's name again? The guy who's made of stone? What's that guy's name?
Like his real name?
No, like the character. What is he?
Stone Man.
Stone Man, right?
No, I'm kidding. I have no idea.
Stony.
No.
What is
Thing.
it called? Thing. That's
Oh,
what it is.
Thing.
Thing. Yes. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
He's played by the guy that plays Richie in The Bear.
Right. Right.
brother.
Yeah.
Richie.
That was the only sort of character that I sort of may need to warm up to. Because I'm used to that guy having like a big, deep voice.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah,
and
sure.
in this version, Fantastic Four, he doesn't.
Oh, it's going to
Yeah.
be so good. Can't wait.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
That Fire Aid concert raised $100 million. I was asking about that the other day, how much money it pulled in. This is from...
Is that
everything. It's everything. It's all the pre-stuff. It's what came through during the show. It's artist donations. It's everything. So
What
the
about
total.
Wasn't it like the owner of the Clippers?
So that's included. So
That's included.
they were matching what was
right?
no, not everything. What was donated during the concert.
Oh, got it.
Right. So like if companies or whatever did before and after kind of thing, that's not included. It was only what was happening during the concert. And I guess they're releasing an album called Good Music to Lift Los Angeles. It'll be available on Friday. I don't know if it's stuff from the concert or not. I have no idea. But they're also getting ready to do that.
Kendrick better not be on there.
I saw a clip of Patrick Mahomes yesterday talking about how excited he is for Kendrick and how disappointed he is that he's not going to be able to get to watch it and how he's going to have to watch it afterwards. And
Go Eagles.
Yeah, it's going to be boring anyway.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to do anything during that?
Yes. I think the whole performance is going to be a troll job.
You think so?
Absolutely. He's going to have a marching band. He's going to have a black marching band, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's
New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to be doing Not Like Us in that band.
But I mean,
100%.
do you think there's going to be something a little bit more overt outside of Not Like Us?
Like him beating an owl or something like that?
Yes, or something. Like some sort of symbolism, gesture, clothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You think there's going to be something?
You just mentioned an owl, Shem. What if he shows up? What if on stage the entire time there is an owl in a cage that's just there on the stage and he doesn't even acknowledge. It's just there.
Right. That could happen. Yeah.
God, I hate Kendrick Lamar. It's so you don't even want to
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I guess Drake posted a selfie in his underpants as a way of jumping back on social media after the whole Grammys thing with Kendrick Lamar.
Why? What happened at the Grammys? I'm still so heated over that.
You're super heated over that, huh?
Yeah, I am. Shab, you got to be heated too, bro.
I don't even like to talk about it.
I know. Same.
Yeah,
I'm
at all.
so mad. I am so mad. I have so many thoughts, but
And
I
it's
just...
only going to get worse this weekend, bro. Super Bowl?
Yeah, it is. Where is he? He's in Australia, right? Something like that. Is that what he's doing down there?
Bunch of shows in Perth.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Were you happy with that post, Mocha, as a big Drake fan?
Live your life.
Yeah.
But were you happy with the post? You think it was like a good way to sort of
No, I think Drake needs to stay off social media.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought that for a long time.
All right.
I enjoyed the post.
Maury enjoyed the post. What was your favorite part about the post, Maury?
Everything from the waist down.
Everything. Oh, wow.
Oh, damn.
Wow, just the waist, not the abs? I'm looking at it.
Well, I mean, your eyes go to one place first.
True.
Down under.
To Perth.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
All the way to the Dango.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Luka Doncic doing a press conference yesterday. Man, what a couple of days this poor guy's had. Poor guy. I shouldn't say poor guy.
How much is he making again?
So he's making an incredible amount of money. So he was like, for anybody who doesn't know or follow basketball, this was like one of those incredible out of the blue trades that happened with a superstar who was really supposed to be the face of a franchise for a generation, right? And then they up and traded him from Dallas to Los Angeles. And like he just bought I think he just bought like a $15 million house or something like that.
Yeah.
And like nobody thought that this was ever going to happen.
How old is he? 26?
He's 25 years old.
25.
This wasn't even on the radar. This would be the equivalent of like Wayne Gretzky in his prime.
Yeah.
Just being traded out of nowhere.
Right.
It's just so out of left field.
Right. God, that's crazy. So he did a press conference yesterday.
Wasn't Wayne Gretzky traded in his prime out of
He
nowhere?
asked for it. Yeah. Because he got married and then Janet wanted to go to L.A., so he went to L.A. and then New York and everything else. But that's the kind of like craziness of this, right?
Yeah.
So here is Luka talking to the press yesterday.
Emotionally, what have the past 48 to, 60 hours been for you in coming to LA?
Well, it was hard first. That first day was really hard. I felt like this last 48 hours was 1 month. Like 2 days ago was 1 month ago. So emotionally it was really hard. But every day like today was much better. I'm very happy to be here for this opportunity. It's the Lakers. It's one of the best clubs in history, so I'm excited to be here. I mean, everybody was surprised, so you can imagine how surprised I was. I was almost asleep, so when I got a call, I had to check. It was April 1st. I didn't really believe it at first, and it was a bit shock. It was hard moments for me. It was home, so it was really hard moments for me, especially the first day. But as I said, I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey.
There's the video the Lakers put out the other day of you noticed somebody was talking to you in Slovenian during a game in 2019. It's Kobe, and you turn around, you have the moment with him after the game. Aww. And just think, how do you go from that to then now joining the Lakers with LeBron James and just thinking of the legacies of those two players and you having the chance to be the next one?
Well, first of all, I remember the exact moment that happened. It will always stay, in my mind. It was an amazing moment. Just for Kobe to know my name was amazing for me. And, I just wish Kobe and Gigi were here to see this moment. And, I'm excited about this new journey and happy to be here.
God, he sounds exhausted, eh?
Yeah. What a nice guy, though.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Remember when Hogan got booed when Monday Night Raw debuted on Netflix?
Do I?
Greatest part of my life was being part of this great WWE, guys.
That's how you boo somebody. I know, a lot of people have been booed anthems lately, but that's how you boo somebody right there. Out. Yes. Because he was there selling beer. Is that what he was doing? Selling beer? He was he's got some light beer that he was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so Undertaker was on the 6 Feet Under podcast. Is that his podcast?
It is.
It is. Makes sense. And they asked him about what it was like because he was there that night that Hogan got booed.
That was an ego pop.
Lord have mercy. Wonder what you think he went back to the dress. Well, you were there.
I was there.
What happened? What happened backstage after he came back?
When I saw him, he was no selling it and pushing his beer. I didn't see him. I wasn't backstage when he came.
Did you feel like giving him a hug afterwards?
No.
Here's Taker being a company man right now.
Right. Did you feel bad for him? No.
Hey man, I got feelings. I got feelings for people. Sometimes in life, things come back.
Damn, yo, because Taker knows.
Who's that guy? He sounds like a caricature of a hick. The guy at the beginning. Who's that guy at the beginning talking?
That was an ego pop.
Lord have mercy. Wonder what you think he went back to the dress. Well, you were there.
I was there.
What happened?
Like a
you were there.
Stereotypical.
Yeah, is that a real voice on that guy? Or is that a character?
That's a real voice.
Is that a character or a voice?
No.
That was an ego pop.
Lord have mercy. Wonder what you think he went back to the dress. Well, you were there.
I was there.
What happened?
Who is that guy?
I have no idea.
Is just like one of his dudes?
One of his hosts.
Yeah?
I think his name is Matt Lyda or something like that.
What a great voice on that guy, man.
You were there.
You were there.
That was an ego pop.
Lord have mercy. Wonder what you think he went back to the dress. Well, you were there.
Right? That's the kind of voice that you do when you're doing a character, right?
Like a hick.
Yeah.
Redneck.
I like that guy.
Like get her done type voice.
Yes. Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Santorini is still going through it. The small tourist island in Greece was hit with their largest earthquake so far after the full week of tremors, 5.2.
Oh my God!
On this happened last night. The one a few days ago was 5.0. 11,000 people are thought to have fled the island already. There's only 20,000 permanent residents on the island. Even with all that, no major damage has been reported, but Greek authorities are taking precautions ahead of a potentially large-scale earthquake. So they're doing what they can to prepare out there.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to play this Morgan Wallen track. So, Love Somebody. I'm not familiar with this song.
Oh, it's the best song ever.
Is it?
Yeah.
And I guess it's like a normal song. And then he sat down at a piano and was like, I may just do a piano version of this song. And then I haven't practiced it much, but whatever. And then he plays it perfectly.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
won't leave her going on. I just wanna love somebody that don't wanna fall in a hole. And I'll be lucky if I ever find.
For someone who hasn't played this song in a while on the piano, he sounds amazing.
Because he is amazing.
Wow, that's
Is
good.
the original a ballad too? Like, is it a slow?
It's a slower song,
slower song. I gotcha.
When he played the piano at his Toronto concert the last time,
He also said that he's probably not going to play this on tour, not this version anyway. But he said that he does like the way it sounds. So there you go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't know how Home Depot got mixed up with Notorious B.I.G.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
But
Salt and pepper and
Target and Home Depot are being sued by a photographer and the estate of Biggie for selling unauthorized prints of that iconic King of New York picture with the
the black
crown.
and white one?
Yeah, with the crown.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The one with the tiny little crown. I don't recall seeing a whole lot of Biggie merch at Home Depot.
Me neither. Oh, just at Home Depot last weekend.
But they're involved in this lawsuit. So the photo was taken in 1997, just a few days before Biggie was killed in Los Angeles.
Home Depot doing with the...
I don't know.
They must have a poster section. In
Home
the US
Depot does not have a poster section.
In the U.S. ones, maybe they sell posters.
frames? Do they do that?
They sell frames. They don't sell framed pictures. Though.
Yeah.
What, are they trying to claim like King of Lumber or something?
I don't know, like what the context would have been. I have no idea.
We sell the most DeWalt than anyone ever.
According to the photographer's lawsuit, that little crown that he wore in that picture was a $6 plastic crown that the photographer had, and in 2020 at an auction at Sotheby's, that $6 Biggie crown sold for $595,000.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
So somebody owns that.
Yeah, they sell art prints.
Do they?
Yeah.
At Home Depot?
So this is definitely in the States, because not in Canada. I go to enough Home Depots
well,
out
maybe
here.
you just haven't seen the photo section.
What is,
Home Depot.
maybe I have. Maybe I just never go to that aisle in Home
Maybe
Depot.
it's in the front where like the cash is, where you can just pick up posters.
There's
no section there.
There's aisles in Home Depot. I went through an aisle in Home Depot not that long ago where I'm like, I've literally been coming to Home Depot for I don't even know how many years, and I've never walked down this aisle before because I just have no business down that aisle.
What was it, like electrical or
No,
plumbing?
like
or
doors.
something? Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need a door. And every now and then I'm in Home Depot and I'll see like the toilet aisle. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Look at all these toilets.
Every now and then, if I go to Home Depot solo
Yeah.
and I have time,
Yeah.
I walk through every single aisle.
Back and front of the store?
Back and front, because I just want to
Really?
see what's going on.
Yeah, see, I only have my business is only ever front of store.
Yeah. I'm like,
I never
what's new? Like, what's new in the plumbing game?
No, I never cross the I don't know what you call it, the border and go
Sure.
to the back of the store.
They've 27,000 posters.
Really?
Wow.
Online. There's one of
I've never seen a single poster.
there's a black and white of Santa.
Oh, look
There's
out.
a bunny.
Look out.
Well,
but
Easter is coming up.
Yeah. I guess they do. I guess Home Depot sells posters. But anyway, Target and Home Depot are getting sued. Damn.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, can you play that? You got a Travis Kelce clip over there that I want to play. So it's a very diplomatic answer, but I wonder still how this is going to go over with like Taylor and like some of the other people, because Travis Kelce was asked how he felt about Donald Trump going to the Super Bowl.
That's awesome. It's a great honor. I think, no matter who the president is, I know I'm excited because it's the biggest game of my life, and having the president there, it's the best country in the world.
So he said it's a great honor. It doesn't matter who the president is. It's the biggest game of my life.
That's
It
how he
doesn't
saved
matter.
himself. Doesn't
Right?
matter who the president is.
I mean, but it does though.
We know,
right?
We know who you voted for, Trav.
Yeah, I know.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
know.
Gotta
tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, you got to be diplomatic, but because also he's representing the Super Bowl and he's representing a lot of stuff. He can't go out there and just start spitting stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just not. It's just
can't-
not a
you can't
good
cause
look
too much
for him.
controversy.
No, and then you're gonna get Trump tweeting about him and stuff. Like he doesn't want that.
Save all the controversy for Kendrick.
Right? Yes. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Ben Affleck was set to direct a movie called Animals for Netflix, starring Matt Damon. It was announced. They did a big thing. However, Matt Damon has now bailed because he's going off to do the new Christopher Nolan movie. Understandable.
Yeah.
So, who has Ben Affleck replaced Matt Damon with? Who has Ben Affleck replaced Matt Damon with?
What's the name of that guy that Maria likes? He was in Twisters and stuff. Glenn Powell.
Oh, good. No, incorrect.
Tom Cruise? Not Tom Cruise.
Not Tom Cruise.
Who's the other guy that was with Tom Cruise? He played Goose's son in Maverick, in Top Gun Maverick.
Miles Teller?
Miles Teller.
Incorrect.
One more guess?
Yes.
My best friend, because we chat all the time?
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan.
Incorrect. Ben Affleck has replaced Matt Damon with Ben Affleck.
By himself?
Yes.
So he's what? Is he doing the whole thing by himself?
Yeah, so he's gonna direct and star now.
Okay, cool.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Was it though? I don't need that kind of talk, okay?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Irv Gotti, the famed music producer and co-founder of Murder Inc. Records, who worked with artists like Mariah, J-Lo, Ashanti, Mary J. Blige, Ja Rule, died at the age of 54. I think the last sort of like big thing that he had done was, I didn't even know this, which is he got into the pop game, and I didn't know that he was responsible for Vanessa Carlton as well.
Yeah, he was.
I had no idea. Cause of death has not been confirmed. However, source tells People magazine that Gotti had a series of strokes in recent years, and he was also a diabetic. In the last couple of years, he and his brother beat a money laundering case, and he was also sued for sexual assault by an anonymous woman last year. Gotti categorically denied all those allegations. And then prior to founding Murder Inc., I also didn't know this. He was at Def Jam, and he was super instrumental in getting both Jay-Z and DMX to sign with Def Jam.
Yeah.
He changed the name Murder Inc. to a stupid name. What did he change it to? Wasn't it just like The Inc.? Something like that?
Because the name murder...
Right.
The word murder just gave it such a negative connotation. And when he was going through all like the tax evasion and like
all that stuff,
yeah.
But as soon as he changed the name, the whole label started to fall apart.
Yeah, the ink. But if you look back at his career, not only as the leader of that label, but also music producer, some of the biggest tracks, not only for artists on that label, but other artists as well, were produced by Irv Gotti.
Oh, damn.
Like, those are just a handful of songs.
That was such an era, though.
That Irv Gotti produced, yeah. And every single one of them was like a top 5, if not number 1 hit for every single one of those artists. R.I.P. Irv Gotti.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
According to a new study, mornings are actually the happiest time of day. And it's when people are happier, more satisfied, and less downbeat. They analyzed data from almost 50,000 adults over a 2-year period, and they found that regardless of the day, so it could be a Monday or a Saturday, that person wakes up in a good mood, and it's the best they're going to feel all day. After that, it's sort of like up and down. There's a big dip in happiness at 10:30 a.m. I guess that's when people feel their worst. And then there's a surge around 6 p.m. when people are home and having dinner. Right? The worst time of the day, so like when people feel the worst, apparently that is midnight.
Oh, well, I'm already sleeping, bro.
Yeah, but that's midnight. I never would have thought
Do any of you get like a second wind at like 8 p.m. of just energy?
No.
No. Actually, the days that I work out, not 8 p.m., but like in and around 6.
Yeah.
Around
Because
there.
I've been awake at like 8 p.m. all week.
That's because you're FaceTiming your new man.
Okay, well, that's besides the point, but still, I'm awake.
I'm making dinner at 8 p.m.
How do you eat and then just go to bed?
Right. Well, I don't. I eat dinner at like 8:30 and then I go to bed at 10:30.
But first he falls asleep at 8:45.
No, I fell asleep earlier yesterday. I fell asleep at like 3.
p.m.?
Yeah. for like an hour.
And that didn't mess you up?
No, because it wasn't long, right? It was like it was like a quick hour, right? Or like 45 minutes or whatever it was. And then I felt great afterwards. But yeah, no,
The whole sentence was a big that's what she said.
Yeah.
Quick hour.
You know, a quick hour, right, Shem? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Right? Am I right?
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.